Hey guys, Playmaker again, back with another Sk8 the Infinity episode review. This time episode 8, it's when we get the tournaments, or it's when the tournament starts, but there's technically qualifiers up. But I mean, you kind of know who moves on anyway. Just kind of I'll just probably list it here. Adam and Mia won the first heat. Adam won. Adam though was like a lot ahead by Mia, just to get an idea, and like Longa and Becky struggled to keep up with him, so it's like just that big of a gap it looks like. Anyways, Zoe and Snow move on in the second qualifier after I don't. There's some group called the Back to Back Boys. I mean, they're just kind of extras. Uh, Longa kind of handled them well, and Zoe assisted as well. It was actually the funny thing is the Back to Back guys weren't even gonna try fighting with Zoe. They just wanted to get rid of Longa, and they still failed. That one was. Anyway, uh, Cherry Blossom moved on in the third heat, and an extra named Terry, just kind of put out there. Cherry Blossom actually matched Adam's time at 4 minutes in the heat, and then, okay, so an interesting development, which I will just circle back to previous episode, and maybe some previous stuff. Honestly, I didn't really think about it too much, so I honestly sort of seen it coming. So Sato did move on to the heat, but he did not get first place. It was someone named Snake. He was on a hoodie, a hat, and I don't know if it was had a mask or it was just a hoodie and hat. However, we learned it's actually the secretary, Tadasi. Uh, and after some brief stuff, Tadasi says if he wins, he wants Adam to basically quit skateboarding. And interestingly enough, we learned that Tadasi is the guy who introduced Adam to skateboarding, and we kind of got this we kind of got a lot more backstory to what happened with Adam. So it seemed like okay. So I just want to circle back to like what's going on with Adam. He has a really messed up family, just because it's like his three aunts let me just see if we have something here for reference. Just pretend this is a ruler here, and he gets kind of like slapped to the wrist. And they said it's like it's not out of hatred, it's out of love. Like, that is a really messed up form of love. Like, that explains why Adam has injured and scarred so many people and traumatized them too. He even says it to me, he even kind of reciprocates it, like, he did it, he doesn't want to hurt people out of hatred, he does it out of love, but like, that's not love, that's just, honestly, at this point, he's just kind of getting more unhinged and more over the top. Oh, and I said, oh man, honestly, I'm surprised I don't know if I ever mentioned this guy just has like the most over the top entrances ever. Okay, because like episode 5, he has a red carpet. Episode 7, he comes through a helicopter, and now this episode, he comes. I forgot what crazy entrance he had, but it was like there was like pyro, and he came out of the stage. Just, man, jeez, over the top character already. Uh, And or as someone I know calls him, the Hisoka clone. He is definitely, I mean, I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, so I can't really comment too much. I just know him as Theo, because he's voiced by the current iteration, he's the guy who voices the current iteration of Dio, also voices Adam. this okay. Just like we're getting sidetracked here, but yeah, that's kind of what's been happening right now. Just uh, Adam needs help, and then some. Just putting it out there, and I mean that's not the only thing has to worry about. We also have Inspector Kamata just getting closer to arresting Adam after arresting Mr. Tadano, the guy who was a part of like helping Adam cover his skateboarding tracks. Uh, Clearly, his family, his aunts are not happy about Mr. Tadano getting arrested, which will then affect because this. Or I'm trying to remember the line. So, because Mr. Tadano is connected to Adam, if Tadano spills something from Adam, then he is screwed with or in the real world. Because okay, I don't know if I was ever mentioned what he does. I know he's like a part of a big company, I believe, but they said he's also heading into politics. I didn't really want to bring this up because certain reasons, but they're definitely powerful. He's definitely part of a powerful group, it seems. Uh, I mean, even the outside like politics are basically who can gather more allies, which I mean, it's definitely not. I mean, it's not wrong. It's like there's some truth to it, but I mean, I don't really like to talk about it too much unless I absolutely have to. Just yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff going on there. Yeah, you can tell I'm not really too happy. I'm not really that big on talking about it, but besides the point. Uh, yeah, so that's been what's happening with the tournament. Going to Reki though, he's been kind of having this. Still kind of going through like I don't know if it's if I call it like an inferiority complex identity crisis, but I mean it's definitely impacted his passion for skateboarding. Just seeing like how well like especially Longa, but also like Cherry Blossom, Joe, Shadow, Mia, how much further ahead they are. I mean, they all qualified. Like, he didn't even bother to participate. Uh, we even see him like watching TV, and it's a guy who's just happy to support the athletes, but like he just seems to be like he doesn't want to just be support. He wants to at least stand on the same ground as them, not just like be behind. What's I mean, I'm sure some people can relate. I mean, even I may or may not have been there a few times where it's like I definitely feel like I'm just kind of like a support guy for other people. But I just want to at least like be ahead of them, like be around them. Just kind of always felt like I was just down here. But again, besides the point. But I just saying like I can understand them. It's kind of a rough spot to be in, mentally, emotionally. But this does kind of like they would kind of bring this up because so it does mention that Adam also kind of well, because like trying to figure out how to word this. So we kind of learned that Adam was kind of isolated from essentially a lot of life. Ricky's kind of headed down that path, like which is the hunts Joe got. So he wanted Ricky to come to the tournament, so it's like he doesn't knows that he doesn't have to be alone because he fears he might be going down the same path as Adam. I do actually want to bring up this interesting parallel too. Tadasi introduced skateboarding to Adam, who kind of came from like a rough place, and now he's just kind of. I mean, all that helped him out. He ended up becoming unhinged. I mean, what's I actually want to briefly mention, we did kind of see him skateboarding with someone else, and there was a guy who was skateboarding with. Same thing happened with Langa that happened to that guy. He ended up getting hurt. I don't know if it's the skater, the skater friend Becky had that quit skateboarding, but we do know someone. We did get to see like Adam in action hurting someone. And now it's kinda happening with Becky and Langa. Becky introduced skateboarding to Langa when the latter was in a rough place. Like lost his dad through unmeant circumstances. Honestly, I would like to know at least what happened to him at some point. Like, even just an accident, just something where it don't even have to show like something rough. And then, but anyways, Anga then kind of just, or even the mom said like last episode, like Anga wasn't really like himself after what happened with the dad, and she was even unsure about bringing him to Okinawa because he's also taking away skateboarding, but not skateboarding, snowboarding. He was afraid of taking snowboarding away from him, but he found skateboarding, which was similar. So it means I want one less worry for the mom, I guess. And Langa liked it. He did well with it, and it's like it seems like I'm not saying they will go down that same path, but it's kind of like how things are projecting if Rick and Langa kind of like further split, like something's happening. Oh yes, I'd also know there's this kind of funny thing with mom. I should also want to note for for those certain people that are kind of keeping up with the anime, they're just like no longer just good friends, just going through a tough time. There doesn't seem to be anything else. Trust me, I see the internet. I know where some of you guys are thinking. We haven't got anything like that yet, but besides the point. uh, yeah, it's definitely like, I mean, there might be some reconciliation because Reki did kind of come to the tournament to see Langa. Well, but I mean, he hasn't really met up with him, but Reki is watching, Langa's aware, Reki's amidst the crowd. Oh, and I probably mentioned the tournament too, just as an update. So, Shadow faced off against Harry in the first beef. He kind of won single-handedly with his usual tactics, just with a laser pointer. And then we currently are on a cliffhanger for Zoe versus Snow, kind of rematch of the second heat. I'm assuming Snow wins, although I don't know for sure. Next one, it seems like we're getting Mia versus Adam in the next episode, and Snake and Shadow in the next, with some, not Snake and Shadow, Snake and Cherry Blossom. At least that's kind of how we're seeing, but at least that's what I'm assuming what happens next episode. We're at least gonna see Joe versus Snow. Just definitely like plenty of things happening. Yeah, I'm seeing if there's anything else I missed. Just honestly, like, I also want to know like why Kamata wants to like stop Adam. Like, I'm curious why. I don't know if it's just justice. There has to be something else to it. That's just kind of my thoughts. But yeah, we're definitely heading towards the climax. Wonder how this shapes up. I doubt we get all the answers because I did hear we were getting a season 2, but I can't say for sure if that's true or not. I mean, it's been a while since I've checked, but yeah, that's about all I know. Yeah, I'm seeing if there's anything else here. Yeah, I think I also, yeah, no, I even mentioned, oh yeah, and also the parallel thing. I could also see, like, Reggie wanting Longa to stop. Well, Reggie also wanted Longa to stop, like, facing up against Adam. It could also get to skateboarding, because, I mean, Longa seems to also be pushing himself to the limit, too. I'm honestly curious how things go down between Longa and Adam, too. Just, yeah, a lot of, like, definitely, like, there's definitely something there with, like, I'm kind of curious how it all plays out, but, yeah, that's episode 8. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Stay safe. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and take care. Later.